Hi, good afternoon. Welcome back to another video from a wonderful hot Turkey in Hesselanu, and it's been a beautiful day here. So yeah, I'm enjoying life at the minute. Got another 5 more days to go before I come back home, and look, I could do another week here because I don't know what's happened in the UK, but hey, what can I say, man? But still, guys, if you like the video, if you like what you see, then please give it a like, hit the subscribe button as well, and if you like the super chat as well, just click on the thanks option as well, just give what it's worth. And if you'd like to become a member, it's 99p, just you know what to do. So it's the press conference reaction. Eddie Howe has pressed today for tomorrow's game against Everton St James's Park, kick off 7:30, and we're having a fantastic season, aren't we? 6th in the league, only lost 1 game this season, and let's keep it going because the Premier League do not want us to be in the top 6, don't they? Tough. Cry, weep and cry, because at the end of the day, the Premier League, right, are just jealous of us. We're juggernaut, and we're going to come for them. Let's be real. So still, let's go on to the conference there, press conference there, and Eddie Howe has been asked some questions from the presser, and one of the questions asked about is Jurgen Klopp's comment about Newcastle's limitless spending power, and he also warned, well, Eddie warned Liverpool boss to be careful over accuracy of his opinions, and absolutely right he said that, because Jurgen Klopp has sarcastically congratulated the side of ownership of Newcastle having no ceiling when it comes to finances last week. So in my opinion, Jurgen Klopp should keep his nose out of his business, concentrate on his team, because at the minute we are above them. So that is how it is. But he was asked about it, and this is what Eddie Howe have to say. He basically said, I'm aware that 1 or 2 comments might not be actually being told accurate, and that's when I have to stand up for my football club, he said. He also added, what Dan meant was there no ceiling to our ambition long term. It's a difficult one because it's probably being used the wrong way. We have huge plans and want to go places, huge ambitions. But the reality is we're working towards what we are working towards and working with. There is the ceiling. Financial fair play, FFP. We're still in the training ground, needs to be renovated. We're not living a life. This is what's been discussed. When you know the truth of what we've done, we are living in a very different reality. Long statement this, I'm going to read it out anyway. The club could have gone a totally different way, I'm sure, with the takeover and everything was torn about. But when it's done the opposite way, we haven't splashed the money people maybe thought we would have done initially. Our wages bill is very controlled. We're trying to do things in a very stable way and controlled way, of course. We're a long way to where we want to be. Although we've done 200 million this year, it has not have been extravagant, out of sync with the rest of the Premier League. Everyone has to be careful with their comments and opinions. Thank you very much, Eddie Howe. Thank you very much indeed. Well said, Eddie. And I hope Jurgen Klopp, right, keeps his nose out, keeps his mouth shut, right? Back up your words, right? Because it seems to me that Jurgen Klopp is very salty the way Newcastle United is doing their business, right? Or is he scared because his team's still had the best of starts in the Premier League? Could be that. But Newcastle United, right, are on the up. Yeah, we are on the up. And I'll tell you something now, I've said this for a long time. We could be in the top 6 this season. I truly believe we're finishing the top 6 this season. If we do, that would be one amazing season, yeah? But Jurgen Klopp is salty, he's jealous, right? I think he's an arrogant, two-faced prick. And I'm going to say that as well, I'm sorry. But at the end of the day, right, he's just jealous. Just like everybody else, jealous, yeah? Because we are a juggernaut, like Tony said, right? And we're coming for them. And maybe in a couple of years' time, right, we'll probably get top 4. Whether they like it or not. The Premier League does not like us getting top 6. Where we are, we're 6. Yeah, get used to it. And I just hope Jurgen Klopp keeps his mouth shut, right? Just give us a bit of praise, right, what we've done this season. And then hopefully, just maybe, right, we go a long way. But Jurgen Klopp, right, you know, he's very lucky that they beat us, yeah? Because let's be real, right, we did not deserve to lose that game. So that's for another time. Let's go on to what else has been said in Eddie's presser. And he was asked about Fabian Schär, right? And because obviously he limped off after the game against Man U, after that draw. And he's asked about him. How is he? He's fine. He's been nursing a foot injury for a while now. He's managed it very well. It's just really hard. it heads towards the end of the Man U game, but I think he'll be fine. I hope he is, because I think Fabian's having a fantastic season alongside the brilliant Sven Botman in the centre defence. And I feel these two guys are absolutely fantastic. They are defending properly. They got a good understanding together, and that is what we need at Newcastle United. Yeah, we are defended properly, and I've not said those words for years and years. And do you know what it is, right? I mean, I think Fabian Schär has been excellent. I mean, I'll do my half-term report very soon, and he's going to get a high rating. So big up to Fabian Schär, and I hope he comes in the team tomorrow against Everton. And Eddie's asked about Isak. We don't think we'll see Alex back before the World Cup. Unfortunately, he's had a setback on his thigh. It's been very frustrating for him. As a new player in a new league, I thought he was acclimatising well and picked up the injury with Sweden. Eddie added, it's been frustrating for him because he felt really good and he did a lot of work to get fit. It's a real shame because he is desperate to make his mark here, and it's a young lad. He's got a long future ahead of him here, so we have to protect him, make sure he comes back right. I tell you what, I think he should come back after Christmas for Alex, because look, at the end of the day, he's been fantastic. You know, 2 and 3 games. I love the lad. I'll be championing this guy to bring him to St James's Park, and people laughed at us when I said get his name circulated. He's here now, and he's done a fantastic job. But let's hope he comes back in fresh and fit soon. Wish Alex a speedy recovery. Let's move on to ASM. Eddie said Maxi has a very minor irritation of his hamstring, but it is the 3rd time it's happened. Although it's a minor injury, because of the recurrence, we might have to be careful with him. But we hope to see him before the World Cup break. Whether he plays tomorrow is one thing, whether he plays is another thing. Listen, at the end of the day, we want Alan to be fit and right. If he doesn't make it, then okay, cool. Yeah, we've done well without him, by the way. Remember, we just lost 1 game this season, yeah? So you missed most of the games. I haven't lost any games, yeah? But we want him to be fit, we want him to be right. We want him to play the full 90 minutes, yeah? Because, yes, he's injury prone, but at the end of the day, when he does come on the pitch, Alan's been absolutely fantastic for Newcastle United, and he has stepped up the season. Let's move on to John Joe Shelby. He was asked about John Joe Shelby. We are continuing to work here with him very hard, but he's still in the early stages of the comeback. We're building his load and building his training time, but he looks really good. We just want to be careful in the latter stages of his injury. I mean, careful seems to be the word of the week in the press conference on Eddie. Do you know what I mean? But listen, John Joe Shelby, it's great to see him back on the bench on Sunday. He didn't get a game. However, it's good to see him back on. Do you know what I mean? I think it's going to be a big, big season from John Joe. If he comes on and he hits it off and he shows us that he's a great player and gives us 7s and 8s out of 10, I think this guy would be absolutely an asset to Newcastle United. One thing for sure, John Joe Shelby will be getting some game time before the World Cup. I can assure you that as well. Let's move on to our defensive record. We conceded only 9 goals this season. We are the best defensive record in the Premier League. How many times do you say this? Do you normally say this? No, we don't. And he's asked about that. It's very pleasing. It's a compliment to the players, and we very much have the mindset here that we want to defend as a team, right from the strikers back to the goalkeeper. And you can see that in how we played this season. Do you know what it is, right? We are defending properly. We've only conceded 3 goals this season once, and that's against Man City. Yeah, apart from that, we have not conceded more than 2 goals. That is the thing. We are defending as a unit. We defend us as a team. We got a good understanding between Sven and Fabian together. Kieran is playing his part. Dan is playing his part. And Matty's playing his part as well. Although Dan wasn't that great on Sunday against Man United when Anthony tore him apart a couple of times. Let's be honest about that. Do you know what I mean? But look, it is what it is. We've got the best defence record because Eddie is keeping our defence tight, and that's what we need. He also added, by the way, right, if I can just get this up, Ashley, we're going to go on to about Sven Botman, the man of the moment, right? This guy is absolutely fantastic. I love this guy. I mean, no one got close to him yet, if you know what I mean. But he was asked about Sven Botman. My faith in him is huge. We really thought to sign this guy, and we stuck our guns because he's one we wanted. I see so much attention in this game. He's very good on the ball, but he surprised me with how good his technical delivery has been. And he also added, he's very composed in what is a very frantic league, and that is really valuable. Defensive, he's got all the tools. He needs to work and develop parts of this game like everybody else, but I do feel like he's got a huge platform to build and grow in the defender he's going to be. Let me tell you about my Sven Botman. This guy is going to be an elite defender. Let's take it in, yeah. Composed. He can play the ball from the back. He cools on the ball. He doesn't get stressed on the ball, right? And you know what it is? It's tackling. It's absolutely impeccable, right? Everyone's going on about William Saliba, how wonderful this guy is, yeah? And he's getting all the pundits, right, from the Premier League, all the pundits from the media, TalkSport, but not hardly it's spoken about Sven Botman. This guy is absolutely amazing. And let's be honest about that, yeah? Will he get to the World Cup? I really hope he does, because let's be real, right? We haven't lost a game when Sven has played. 1-4, drawn 5, and lost 0 when Sven has been playing at the back. And it just goes to show that he is an absolute unit at the back. And you know what? AC Milan must be kicking themselves not getting this guy, because they really wanted him and he didn't get him. We got there first, yeah? And that's because they didn't know how to take over, and that's why we took advantage of it, if you know what I mean. But I'm glad Sven's come to the Premier League with Newcastle United, and this guy could be a unit for us for the next 10 years. Let's put it this way, he's better than Harry Maguire, he's better than Virgil van Dijk, yeah? Let's be honest about that, yeah? Simples. But keep this guy on for the next 10 years, give him a 10-year contract, give him what he wants, make him one of the highest paid players in Newcastle United's history. And there you go. So guys, tell us what you think, right? Do you agree with Eddie's comments? Do you agree about Sven Botman, Fabian Schär? And do you actually believe about our defensive work as well, which has been fantastic? How do you think we do against Everton tomorrow in the Premier League at home St James's Park? Leave your comments in the comments section downstairs. Also, hit the like button. Also, if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button as well. If you like to super chat using the thanks option, it's fair. Just give what the channel's worth. And if you like to become a member, then just click on the link somewhere and you become a member. It's 99p. So I'm going to enjoy the summer holidays now, people. And I'm going to take a rest. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Don't forget, tonight it's the Premier League prediction show with Tony. He's co-hosting it, as I'm aware. And he has got the lovely Macy, the big United fan, joining him as well to do Premier League prediction show, guessing the scores. And I should go and where it gets off a drink. And until then, have a fantastic afternoon. We the lads, and take care.